Okay, so I just wanted to kind of like show this video. I kind of agree with a lot of what she's saying here. Um, but let's go. Um, let's just react.
So I'm gonna say this really quickly. I don't have to dox y'all from a private place. Anytime I have shared information about people, I've done it on my channel, right? So let me be very clear. I am speaking about Kara. You better be really fucking careful. You made that IG page private, right? But guess what, bitch? I screen recorded that shit because you all listen to everything that Angela says, right? But you don't listen to her when she tells you, oh, Leah's the archivist and Leah's crazy and Leah's a doxer, right? Y'all don't listen to the shit that you need to hear. And I'm gonna keep telling y'all, you gotta mind your pussy. So if you're gonna be out here, loose with your pussy, you gotta mind it. You don't want that shit to come back on you when you get old. And the other thing that I will never understand about y'all, right, is like, you had a problem with Leah being married to a black man. As you listened to a woman who thought it was funny, right? Who thought it was funny to make swirling gone wrong videos, right? You thought that shit was funny. You hoes are fake as hell.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Who made like swirling gone wrong videos? I'm curious now. Because I'm not really aware of what she's talking about with Cara D. I hardly pay attention to Cara D. And I hardly understand much about what she's associated with. You know, the first time I actually paid attention to Cara D, I hardly knew what was going on. And every time Cara D has something going on, I hardly understand what's going on. The thing is about Cara D is this. I kind of feel like I don't react much to Cara D because every time one time I did, I realized I should not have reacted the way I did, so then I kind of stopped reacting, basically. Because it's like, I don't know, to me it's just like she is someone who hardly has much of a platform. She has a small platform, she's pretty minimum, But a lot of us have small platforms, but I mean, like, many of the channels I pay attention to, I generally try to pay attention to big platforms. And I mean, I guess since I've known of her platform since she was really small, that's why I don't take her that seriously, I think, because I've known her since she was a really small channel. So I mean, I don't know, I just kind of feel like you guys try and say that, she might be a bad influence and she causes a lot of drama from what I've seen. But I don't get who specifically was the one who did the thing about swirling gone wrong. I'm curious. Um, but I personally don't listen to any of these type of people. I really don't. I hardly know any of the people she's talking about. I know she's talking about Cara D. But I don't really know anyone else. And I know she doxes people. She's done really crazy stuff. Honestly, something's wrong with her. Like she's specifically tried to do some stuff to other people. I'm not bringing it in up because, let, certain situations just kind of die off. But, if you know what I'm talking about, obviously she's not very mentally well. And personally, I've said about my personal experience with Cara Day that she specifically, was reeling and going crazy basically for over a year about me because I left a comment that made her feelings get hurt. Which specifically, the reason I did that was the comment that I was specifically talking about originally, where, like I said, with Kara, she'll be involved with people I don't know, and then she'll have things she's talking about that I'm not really sure what she's quite talking about. And she's a small platform and she seems to associate with small platforms. So to me, when I see her beefs, I tend to ignore them because it's like, why would I pay attention to that? You know what I mean? Because who would pay attention to someone who is very small and that specifically you might not have all the information on because you don't pay attention to them enough to have all the information on them. And that's what started the whole, like I said, my first comment to her, my only comment to her was guided by a situation that I wasn't quite clearly aware of. So, I mean, yeah. But anyway, continue.
And I don't have to tell you about my life. I don't have to tell you about my fucking business. Okay? But I've been through. Anyway, I've been through a lot in the last 2 years. Okay? I left my husband, moved out, got my own place, damn near bled to death from my periods, as you hoes were on here lying. Right? Because let's be clear, y'all lied and told people that I'm transgender, which is not true. And listen, I don't have any issues with people being who the fuck they are, but I'm very much a woman to the point where it damn near killed me.
Oh, they just call you a guy or whatever because they specifically want to invalidate what you're saying. So when they realize that you're black, they try and say you're a guy. So then they can invalidate you as a black woman. That's all they're trying to do there. You know. For me, I personally have always had a certain perspective of transgender people generally. That's kind of, I guess, people would say is, I guess, negative. But I don't hate transgender people specifically, and I kind of understand them to an extent because I am more of a tomboy. So, I mean, I don't specifically have any hate for transgender people. And I think, like, when people have that, it to me implies one, the obsession to me with people who are born male who want to be females and things of that nature. To me, I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand why people always think someone would want to be a woman and that there's so many transgender people. Like, why would you think women would choose to be that way? We're oppressed. Only men would want to be a woman because they don't really realize how much they put their foot on your neck basically as a woman. And I think men do this to all races of women, and all races of men do this to all races of women. And I want to do a video on that actually in the future, near future. But, you know, The perspective of a real woman is really different than like a transgender person, but I don't hate transgender people at the same time. Anyway, continue.
So, so you have to be careful mentioning my name. As you hoes are out here fucking on Postmates, you're out here on fucking OnlyFans. There are a lot of ways where black women can make money. A lot of ways. There are all kinds of black women starting businesses, the medical field. Okay? You can go out and get your CPC from the AAPC or AHIMA. You can go out here and be a patient account specialist. Listen, it's all kind of shit you can do and you can work from home. So all I'm saying is, why are we encouraging black women to do shit that's not gonna rest well in the long run? Why? If you're gonna be out here fucking on niggas, do that shit. Or why do you have to encourage it? And why do you get...
I just wonder why they do it. Okay? That's one thing to me. I never understand that. I never understand why do people sell their bodies. And I actually watched a video from Paisley who was specifically saying that apparently some people, I guess, they're not good at anything else. So, I mean, in certain industries that they want to be in, so they choose to sell their bodies, or that they don't have a lot of patience, so they choose to sell their bodies, basically. Um, to me, I just always thought there are other opportunities to make money other than selling your body, because I mean, like, honestly, it hurts your own body to sell your body. Being completely honest, there are studies saying that prostitution is like hard labor, basically. It's harder labor than many construction jobs that are actually hard labor. And it causes a lot of injury, and you can end up dead and missing and nobody looking for you, because when they find out that you're a prostitute, they won't look for you. And then even if you survive it, you could end up with an STD, you know. So, I mean, I do not get why people choose prostitution. I really never have. I've never understood. And when I say prostitution, I'm including all of it: escort, prostitution, sugar baby, anything where you open your legs and let someone have access to you for money. That's what I'm talking about. I don't get why people choose to do that. Um, I think maybe they don't have, I always thought they just didn't have the resources to do anything else, or it could be substance abuse that causes this. And when substance abuse causes this, it causes a vicious cycle for them. And so then they constantly basically chase after the drugs, and therefore they choose prostitution. Now, the thing is with this whole situation is this: these type of people also have this whole situation where they specifically feel like what they do is wrong, I think, and that's why they want others to do it. That's why they encourage other people to do it. You know, I just think, like, I don't get why they do that, because everybody knows it's something one can do. Like, everybody knows you can sell your body. The cops might find out and you might go to jail, or, a lot of things could happen to you where you could no longer, be a prostitute. You could be dead, someone could kill you, all those things. But you could try, you could start being a prostitute. Anyone knows you can sell yourself for money. So I don't understand why they tell people about it when it's like everybody knows it's an option. People choose not to do it or they choose to do it, you know? And I mean, my view on prostitution being legal or illegal, I honestly think it's their body, their choice. So I don't really think that it should be illegal, but it is illegal. So I mean, like, you should live according to the law because I mean, it is illegal. But yeah, anyway, continue.
Mad at me for telling y'all, hey, that shit is wrong. And also, another thing I want to tell y'all, I don't have time to be in people's private groups. Okay? I told y'all a long time ago, I'm a regular, ordinary person. So I work, I look after my parents, I look after my brother and my sister. My sister's in the hospital about to have her baby. And then my brother and my sister-in-law have 2 kids. I'm going through my divorce, which has dragged out for 2 years because guess what? That nigga don't want to leave me. Okay? And at the same time, I've got a friend. Okay? This white man comes over here and blows my back the fuck out. So I don't have time to deal with you all and your bullshit.
Yeah, congratulations that you are moving on to a better man and, you know, you are trying to divest. That's a good thing. I definitely appreciate that and congratulate you for doing that. Um, you know, who really wants black men, honestly? I mean, like, those are not really um ideal partners. Personally, to me, I mean, like, I'm not attracted to them. So I understand. Um it's a good thing that you are moving along. I'm happy for you. I hope you are happier now. Um but yeah, I just wanted to do a video on this cuz I actually just liked what you had to say on the sexual assault, not sexual assault. I mean sexual prostitution, sexual work, sex workers. Sorry. Uh Prostitution, selling yourself for sex, whatever. That whole thing. Um yeah, I wanted to address that basically. And yeah, that's basically all that I wanted to really respond to because I was like, you know, I do think in this space that a lot of people talk about that. And for a long time, I didn't even pay attention to that being what they were talking about specifically. I didn't know what they were actually talking about. But knowing that that's what they're talking about and they're really just talking about having sex for money, it's just weird to me. Like, why would you need to give tips to anybody for selling their body? Why would you need to be talking about how to benefit off of selling your body when, you know, it's a you get a you get a lot of people who know how to sell their bodies for money. Everybody knows how to do that if they're over the age of 12. So, I mean, I don't know why you would have to bring that to the space. If you do that, you do that. And if you don't, you don't, you know, kind of thing. Personally, to me, I would never sell my body because I just think that it's, you know, dangerous. It will cause STDs. It's nasty to me. Okay, I don't want to judge anyone actually, but to me, I don't like it because I don't like the idea of having sex with anyone for any reason that I'm not attracted to. I don't like men that I'm not attracted to in any regard. This is why I'm gonna do some videos on just pearly things as well. And this is specifically my issue with her is that, you know, I don't like the idea of people who just basically say women go with men who want you, even if you have no desire for that man. Like, why would you do that? Only someone who doesn't really have attraction to men would do that because all men are just blah to them, right? So it doesn't really make any difference to them. For someone like me, it does make a difference because I'm attracted to some men and other men I'm not attracted to, you know. So that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, comment down below. And I'm going to subscribe to Rittler. She seems pretty cool. So, yeah. Have a great day. Like and subscribe her channel too for my followers. She seems like a great content creator. All right, bye.